Welcome to the haunted hills of Banehill, where darkness dwells and the past holds terrifying secrets. Today, we take you deep into the chilling mystery of Banehill Manor, a place abandoned for decades, feared by locals, and haunted by the souls of the forgotten. But what lies behind these crumbling walls? What horrors wait for those who dare to enter? Join us as we follow the footsteps of Aditya, a journalist who seeks the truth behind the vanished British family. But some truths are better left buried. Will Aditya uncover the secrets of the manor, or will he become another lost soul in its cursed history? Let's dive into the terrifying tale of the Shadow of Banehill Manor. In the remote hills of northern India, there stood a desolate mansion known as Banehill Manor. Abandoned for decades, the local villagers whispered stories about strange occurrences and mysterious disappearances tied to the manor. Few dared to venture close, for it was believed to be cursed. Aditya, a freelance journalist with a penchant for uncovering the truth behind urban legends, saw this as the perfect opportunity for his next big story. Intrigued by the mystery surrounding Banehill Manor, he decided to visit the mansion despite numerous warnings from the locals. His curiosity was piqued after reading about the unexplained disappearance of a wealthy British family that once lived there. No one had ever found their bodies. Aditya was determined to uncover the truth. Arriving at the manor, Aditya was immediately struck by its eerie atmosphere. The mansion loomed over the surrounding forest, its crumbling facade blanketed by overgrown vines. The gate creaked as he pushed it open, the air thick with an unsettling stillness. As he entered, the wind howled, and a sudden chill ran down his spine. He pulled out his camera and began documenting the eerie surroundings. The mansion's windows, broken and dark, seemed to watch him as he made his way toward the entrance. The door, heavy and weathered, opened with a reluctant groan, as though it hadn't been touched in years. Inside, the manor was cold and lifeless. Dust blanketed every surface, and the faint scent of mildew hung in the air. The grand chandelier that once must have glittered now hung crooked, its crystals tarnished. As Aditya explored further, he felt the weight of an invisible presence following him. Footsteps echoed behind him, but when he turned, no one was there. Ignoring the mounting dread, Aditya made his way to the library, a room infamous for being the last place the British family was seen alive. The door creaked as he opened it, revealing shelves lined with dusty old books. In the center of the room stood an antique desk with a large journal resting atop it. The journal was open, as if someone had just been reading it. Intrigued, Aditya picked up the journal and began flipping through its pages. The handwriting was neat and precise, recounting the daily lives of the family that had lived there. But as he read further, the entries took a darker turn. The family had experienced strange phenomena, voices in the night, shadowy figures lurking in the corners, and an overwhelming sense of dread that seemed to grow with each passing day. The final entry sent a chill down Aditya's spine. We are not alone in this house. Something dark and ancient lurks within these walls, watching, waiting. It wants something from us. Tonight, it will come for us. I fear we will not survive the night. Just as Aditya finished reading, a loud bang echoed through the house. Startled, he dropped the journal and instinctively reached for his flashlight. The sound came from upstairs. His heart pounded in his chest, but his journalistic curiosity urged him to investigate. Taking a deep breath, he climbed the grand staircase, the wood creaking beneath his feet. As he reached the top of the stairs, he heard a faint whispering sound. It was unintelligible, but it seemed to call out to him, drawing him further down the hallway. The air grew colder, and his flashlight flickered, casting eerie shadows on the walls. The whispers grew louder, more insistent. At the end of the hallway stood a door. Unlike the others, it was pristine, untouched by time. Aditya hesitated for a moment, but his curiosity got the better of him. He turned the handle and stepped inside. The room was dimly lit, with a faint glow emanating from a large mirror that dominated the far wall. It was an old, ornate mirror with intricate carvings around its frame. As Aditya approached, He noticed something strange, his reflection was missing. Suddenly, the temperature in the room plummeted, and the whispering ceased, replaced by an oppressive silence. Aditya's breath came in shallow gasps as he stepped closer to the mirror, drawing to it despite the rising terror within him. His hand trembled as he reached out to touch the surface. The moment his fingers brushed the cold glass, the room erupted in chaos. The mirror shattered, and from its broken shards, a thick, black fog poured out, swirling around Aditya like a living entity. He stumbled back, his heart racing, as the fog coalesced into a humanoid form, its eyes glowing a malevolent red. The entity let out a bone-chilling scream, and in that instant, Aditya realized he had awoken something ancient and evil. The whispers returned, now louder, more sinister, as the entity reached out for him. He tried to run, but the door slammed shut, trapping him inside. "Leave this place," a voice hissed in his ear. "You do not belong here." Aditya's mind raced, trying to find a way out. The entity drew closer, its form shifting and warping with each step. Desperation gripped him as he backed into a corner, his flashlight flickering weakly in his hand. Suddenly, the journal he had left downstairs appeared on the floor beside him, open to a new page. The ink was fresh, as though someone or something had just written a message. It read, "The mirror is the key." In a moment of clarity, Aditya realized what he had to do. He scrambled to his feet and rushed toward the broken mirror. Ignoring the icy grip of the entity on his shoulder, he grabbed a shard of glass and plunged it into the creature's heart. A deafening roar filled the room, and the entity dissolved into the fog once more, swirling violently before being sucked back into the mirror. The glass reassembled itself, and with one final, agonizing scream, the entity was trapped once again. Breathing heavily, Aditya collapsed to the floor, his body trembling with fear and exhaustion. The whispers had ceased, and the oppressive weight that had filled the room was lifted. He had survived, barely. As dawn broke, Aditya stumbled out of Banehill Manor, vowing never to return. He had uncovered the truth, but the price had been far too high. The shadows of Banehill Manor would forever haunt him, a reminder of the darkness that lurked just beyond the veil of reality. But as he walked away, he couldn't shake the feeling that the manor was watching him. And deep within its walls, the entity waited, biding its time until the next unwitting soul dared to disturb its slumber. Aditya escaped with his life, but the horrors of Banehill Manor will forever haunt him. The shadows of the past still linger, waiting for the next soul to wander too close, to seek the truth that should never be uncovered. But the question remains, what else is hidden within the walls of Banehill Manor? Are the spirits truly gone, or is the entity simply biding its time? One thing is certain, some mysteries are best left unsolved. If you enjoyed this terrifying journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more spine-chilling stories. And remember, sometimes, the darkness is closer than we think.